it would probably help if I put the link on the announcement. Good morning, everybody. Just putting out the announcement that I'm streaming and I forgot to put the link on there. But it's there now. Rachel, hey, hello, morning. Dave, hello, Dub, hello, Dave. Go Desktop says hi. Hello, nice to see you here. Spartans, hey, happy Friday, Dub. I hope life is treating you well. Thank you, Spartans. Thank you all for being here. Happy Friday to you as well, Coinman, and to everybody here. Hopefully, competition went as planned for all of you. I'm assuming everybody wanted a specific rank. I did get mine. I'm not surprised because it's almost the same rank that I got for the January Anything Goes competition. Several people told me I got 13th place. I can't even remember. I had the leaderboard spreadsheet pulled up the other day. Whatever. Yeah. So it looks like I'll probably end 14th, which means, yeah, somebody over here probably passed me up. That's fine. Still gonna get the top 25 prize. That was the goal. Production rate's 33.4 per hour, which I believe that's what I put on the thumbnail that I just made right now. Yeah, it was. A little bit better than the one I made in January because of the Patriot tractor skin. It did actually make a difference. With the tractor being faster, it picked up brine faster, which I suppose did increase my salt production. I don't think I added any more windmills though. Whatever, I'm not gonna think about it too much. Alina, hello, welcome. New Era says happy Friday, everyone. What's up, Dub? Hope your day's going well. It is, thank you. Well, I woke up a couple hours ago and then I went back and took an hour nap. And then I woke up even more sleepy. But whatever, you know, I'm doing good. Alex, hello, happy Friday, Dub. Hope the competition was successful for everyone. Oh, and next week we're gonna be making cake, which if you were making Stackbox this competition, you should already know how to make cakes. It's been a long time since we had a cake meta. That's actually one thing I was interested in knowing. When was the last cake meta? I should be able to easily search that up. Yeah. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. Sees his old man need that extra nap. Well, I mean, the thing is, New Era, I had only slept like 4 hours, which I guess to some people that's enough, but I would like to sleep 7 or 8 hours. So if I sleep less than 5 hours, I'll probably go back and take a nap if I can. Yeah, whatever. Maddie Cities, hello. Hello, my brother Dub. Hope you are well. This week I made a mistake. Started making sushi boat, but didn't work after a day. Switched to Stackbox and I lost my 100 rank. Now I'm 165. Dang. Not the worst rank compared to most people here, but I get you. You probably usually rank better. What caused you to change? You started making sushi boats. I don't know if that's what you practiced or you didn't practice and that's just what you started with in the competition. What made you change your mind is what I'm wondering. Like midway through the competition or even a day after. Mr. G, hello. How many NFT you got? Many. The inventory says a lot only because I got a bunch of town halls from a rebate. So that number is not correct. But probably excluding the town halls, close to 1,000. And a lot of those are paved roads as well. Actually, not close to 1,000. It's less than that. That's actually a lot. It is less than 1,000. But it is a lot of NFTs. And I'm assuming you're just talking about the Town Star NFTs, not any other ones. Kakashi, hello. Last Meta Cake 2023? Yeah, I think so. Mary, hello. I was wondering what the exact date was. That's what I was gonna check too. Cake. Yep, you are right. Decorated cake, but it's still cake. What is that, August? The 1st of August 2023 we did decorated cakes. The week before that we did fancy cakes. What about regular cakes though? Oh, I was also a fancy cake meta early 2023. Okay. Right, we had 2 fancy cake metas in a row. It's a long time ago. So it's 2 years ago. That was the first decorated cake meta, I believe. No? No, okay. So at one point, I'm almost positive we had just a plain cake meta, right? Or am I making things up? I'm pretty sure at some point we had just a plain cake meta. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe that was before my time. It's not actually recorded in the playbook. Because we've done fancy cakes and decorated cakes, right? It's very similar, to be honest. It's only a few extra steps. But it's been a very long time since there's been a regular cake meta. As Shanrat says, it was a long time ago. Yeah, it must have been over 3 years ago since we did a regular cake meta. Fancy cake or decorated cake. Mr. G must be worth 100k. Maybe if Gala was worth $1, then maybe. Maddie says I didn't practice no time this week. Okay, yeah, no wonder. Joy Mills, hello. Dub went the non-NFT ice block route, got production up to 4200, did egg cash rush. Right, you said egg cash rush was very good. Got that production of 1400 per hour, about 10.5 mil per hour. Yeah, that sounds better than a full gold using the entire town, which probably would have made 8 mil around there. Currently sitting at 805 with just the ice, 4200 per hour ice, and that gives you 805. Okay, a little better than I expected with 4200 ice per hour. Because I know people that that said they did my no NFT ice block down, like they did the majority of it, and got at least 6,000 ice blocks per hour. But I don't know where they are in the rankings. New Era says, how's the new tractors? I know you usually make a speed race on loggers and tractors, see who's faster. That would be a good comparison. And actually, to be honest, what did I say last week? I said I definitely will buy those NFTs because I personally see them as a space saver that you can use in a lot of metas. Now, I haven't bought them yet because they didn't sell out and I was willing to wait a little longer. I don't actually need those twin garage tractors for this competition, if that's what you meant, by the way. The twin garage. So I haven't actually bought those yet, but I will at some point. They definitely will help me for the next competition, but I don't actually need them. That's the thing. So I'll still think about it. As for the Patriot tractors, if you were talking about those, and yeah, they are definitely helpful. They helped me here and they will help me next week. Oaken Shield, good morning. LV Postman, hello. Troy Mills, I haven't been on Discord in a few days. I'm taking from the conversation that next week is a cake meta. Yes, yes. You get your information from me. That's awesome. Or from the game when the update goes live. Yes, we're going to be making regular cakes. These right here. Well, it's crafting a cake right now, but yeah. These right here, that's the meta that we were told, at least. Right. Shanra, I remember in the beginning before there was any production monitor, cakes were so hard to balance the hardest. We play a totally different game today. Yeah, Yeah, you're right. Cakes were my favorite thing to make. I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. I'm not sure what's my favorite thing to make. At some point, I did like the jewelry metas. That's biased to me to say though, because I had a bunch of jewelry NFTs. But when I first started playing, late 2021, I believe, one of the first and main things I practiced was cakes. I don't know why. I just like making that. I know some people went with uniforms. Some other people went with blue steel. I just like doing cake personally. And I did that a couple of times. And I'm not even talking about competitions. If you guys were around late 2021 or late 2022 with the whole town coin thing, I believe they paused competitions for several months. And people still played because of the daily challenge and, you know, you got a town reward, and crypto was more hyped at that point than it is right now. Or Web3 gaming maybe. But yeah, there were no competitions for a couple months. I still practice competitive builds though, and I had never done a competition at that point. I didn't do my first competition until like April 2022. That's when they resumed the competitions. And I figured I've been playing for a couple months and practicing. I'm probably ready to start getting into the competitions. Like nowadays, new people out there, others would just tell you, just do the competitions. Just even if you don't rank, you probably will rank, especially if you like just, if you're learning from my videos or dare I say copy those builds, you will probably rank. Although I would recommend you to actually practice yourself. That's the only way you're truly going to get ahead. That's a lie. NFTs also help you get ahead, but you definitely still want to work on your own skill. And if you do get NFTs, you need to learn how to use them efficiently. I'm not going to make a video that's only using your specific NFTs and tell you how to do it. Then no. Keyholder made 6,218 ice block per hour. That's good. Yeah. Anything over 6,000 is good for no NFT even. If you got a crystal reindeer, that's not good, but like I'm gonna assume that you don't have the crystal reindeer. I forget to say your name properly, but Adetomiwa says you did a cake video of 8 per hour in April 30th, 2023. I believe I did. I'm also gonna show that on the stream in a moment, probably when the competition ends in a few minutes, or right after I go over Discord, I guess. You guys know how to make cakes. I mean, I would imagine everybody here does, unless there's like a few new people. Roroa Zoro, hello. Rachel, I'm sitting at rank 159, making 178 sushi boats. Good. Very good with sushi boats. Jaco, hello, hello, hello. Girl Gamer, hi. Cool Rhino, hello. Welcome, everyone. Zoro says, how much per hour should be a target for top 100 in your opinion? You mean for cakes? Who was it that, I think somebody asked me for top 225. Alex asked me for top 225, I believe. And I was thinking like 20 or 22 per hour. Top 100, probably what I'm making here. I would say 34, 30, maybe like 30 cakes, I would imagine for top 100. What do you guys think? Is that too high? Like, keep in mind, I'm doing stack box. That's why I'm making 34. I pretty much already finished practicing my personal cake build, so I know what I'm going to make for next week. But top 100 could probably do like 30, I would imagine. New era, is there a way to see how many players are actually competing in the competition? Not really. The only way to... I mean, this is the only reference we have, the leaderboard, and anybody that has 0, I wouldn't even count. And then again, the other things that the leaderboard doesn't update properly. I would say anybody that has like at least maybe 100K at least gave it a shot, but probably didn't win. So the majority of people who are actually trying are winning, as in like top 1200. So you look at all these people that didn't even get 100K stars. If it loads. Let me see if this loads. The competition is going to end in 2 minutes, so it might not. Troy Mills is saying, or asking Keyholder, how did you manage to complete that build with it decreasing wood production? How many oil pumps did you get? That's a good question because somebody had asked me that, and I think I said 7 is a reasonable number. Gas production limited by my ability to sell more ice blocks faster. Yeah. Look at that. There was about 1,400 people that got 100k ice blocks. I personally consider those people, they at least tried. Sure, they probably didn't try hard enough, but to me, in my eyes, they at least tried. 1,400 people, and of those, 1,200 win Gala. Well, the competition's about to end, so it's gonna kick me out, but can I make it to 1,200? Jaco, 10.2k on ice blocks, I assume. Very good. You must have used NFTs to reach that. Shanrad, I have some cake screenshots from May 22. I think I was just practicing during that break. Ah, okay. I don't know how accurate this is, but there we go. It's about to kick me out in any minute now. Any second now, I should say. Jaco, not enough to 225 completed build late. Ah, okay. Yeah, 380 sushi boats does sound like a lot, girl gamer. Yeah, I'm sure you made ice, LV Postman. That's what you did last time. So I kind of figured you were going to do the same thing. Top 1200 was 2.7 mil stars. What is that in ice blocks? Let me see if I can figure it out on the calculator. 2.7 million divided by 70. 38.6k ice blocks. So let's say it took them a day and a half to finish. Thousand ice per hour. That's it. That's a little bit. You needed to make 1,000 ice per hour after 36 hours into the competition. 1,100 ice blocks per hour is a better number, actually. 1,100 ice blocks per hour, 36 hours into the competition, starting at 36 hours into the competition, and then from there on. To get top 1,200, that is, which I know people want to aim higher than that. Zoro 35 would be a good rate, maybe? You mean for top 100, like you were asking? Yeah, I was thinking 30. I thought 30 was reasonable. New era, I lost my under 400 on this freefall, making 8,100 ice blocks per hour. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good number, too. But yeah, I guess not good enough for top 400. Yeah, like Keyholder says, it helps to have all the cash, or that's not even all the cash, but a majority of the cash before transitioning to ice blocks and stuff. I am curious to see somebody's no NFT ice block build, see how far they made it. It's gonna get stuck on loading here. Because honestly, I don't expect no NFT players to actually 100% finish an ice block build and get that 7,000 per hour like I was making. Well, it would have been impossible because you needed oil seeps. Oil seep or oil pumps, I meant. Because we don't have the oil seep, so you would have needed oil pumps. Unless, of course, you had the passive crude oil NFT, then I guess it would have been fine. So 7,000 per hour wouldn't have been possible without oil NFT or oil seep, because you need to sacrifice space on the oil pumps. That's what I meant to say. Those 6 slots I gave up and did half a build doing 5,000 ice and ended up in the 1,000 place. Okay. Sounds about right. It's a lot of effort, those 6 slots. You know it is. I assure you there's some people that put more effort into it and got up to 6,000 ice per hour, or even closer to 7,000. I'm sure of it. There's always those people. Whether it was worth it, I don't know. Up to them to say. Hopefully they had fun doing that. Ice blocks is kind of a drag to make. Like it is very time consuming, and I guess in its own way, it's challenging in terms of it's like an endurance challenge. It's not like you have to think about, oh, I need to balance this and where to place this. I don't think that matters that much when it comes to ice, because everybody uses about the same ice build. Like I've said on the ice block build showcases, I didn't exactly come up with that design. I've seen a bunch of other people share it. It's not an exact copy or anything, but like all the ice block builds kind of look the same. Wilson, yeah, no problem. Glad to have helped somehow. New era, there was a few people saying they were making 10k ice blocks build using only skins. I don't think that's true, New era. I didn't hear anyone say that personally. Or on Discord, I must have missed it. I didn't see anyone say that, but 10k ice blocks per hour just with using skins, I don't think so. Even with okay, if they use skins, tavern, birdhouses, and probably, but just with skins, nah, I don't think so. In that ice block build, I shared several versions using several different NFTs. So I gave out different like possible numbers. Honestly, I don't even remember all the examples and what their rates were, but I know I did like 4 tests, one with skins, another one with the crystal reindeer, another one with birdhouses and skins and crystal reindeer and everything possible with Sorcerer's Hat. Oh, so that's a thing, Jaco. Like, I have a Sorcerer's Hat, okay? I let somebody borrow it for this competition, obviously, but to all of you who don't have a Sorcerer's Hat, what do you think the Sorcerer's Hat actually does? Because I keep hearing people say, oh, if you got the Sorcerer's Hat, your production rate's going to be way higher. How exactly? Sure, it helps your production rate, I'm not going to lie, by a little bit, not by a whole lot, though. The Sorcerer's Hat adds an extra worker to your wizard's workshops and to the master wizards, sure, but that doesn't actually change how fast it crafts. Movement speed. So let me go and check if that's true. And I have it though, but you know, maybe I missed something. B-Rob says skins, refinery, and passive oil, but just skins I would say 8,500. Skins, refinery, oil, mine was 10,000. Okay. It's interesting. I didn't think it would reach that high with just those. Show us dub. We're doing the damn thing. LV Postman would know. He would be the one to tell you if the Sorcerer's Hat, how useful it is in an ice build, because I personally have not tested it, but it's not as helpful as many of you think it is. That's the thing. I noticed a lot that conversation come up a couple times. Like, if you have the Sorcerer's Hat, it's going to be a massive help. That's not true. I'm going to search up on the Townstar playbook. It'll be easier to look up the official description here. My thing's just stuck on loading, whatever. Yeah, LV Postman already said it on the comments, but so okay, so here it is. I wrote it. It's here, but I wrote it here. It does provide a faster movement speed, apparently. I don't know by how much. This is something I need to test, because I don't remember that movement speed being faster. Is that even true? I actually don't think that's true. I think that was a copy paste. Let me see the official description. Oh, apologies for the white screen. I forget it does that when I load up anything from the spreadsheet. Let me check the official description. I think that's a copy and paste error, personally. Let's read the official description. That's not even the right link. This is a copy and paste issue. That's what it is. Anyways, Sorcerer's Hut. That was a fail. But the official description of the Sorcerer's Hut. Crazy sorcerer living in this hut, blah blah blah. Okay, doubles all of your wizard's workshop, professor skids, and master wizard units in your town. Yes, this, I think a lot of people know about this utility. It will add an extra worker to all of your wizard's workshops and master wizards. That means there's 2 workers. This actually does make a good difference when you're crafting glue and mystic matter. However, when you're making ice, it doesn't actually do anything because you only need 1 worker to pick up water drums or to deposit the ice, unless you're manually crafting water drums. It's a different story if you're manually crafting water drums. But if you're going to be making ice, I assume that you have passive water drums, okay? The extra worker, if you have passive water drums and obviously passive cold, doesn't do anything to ice. Like LV Postman said, it does not craft before delivery is done. The second worker will never be applicable in that case. The only way it'll be applicable for ice is if you don't have passive water drums, which is dumb. You're obviously gonna have passive water drums. So the extra worker doesn't do anything. It does increase their movement speed according to this. I don't know the exact percentage. I don't know. Maybe LV Postman's tested it. If that's true, LV Postman, do you know the percentage? That would be nice. I don't have an exact number on this. But the official description says it increases their movement speed. But that could just be a reference to the double unit thing. That's kind of misleading if that's the case. Personally, whenever I've used it, I never noticed an increased movement speed. I've only noticed the double workers. So this is something I will try testing maybe tomorrow. But I don't know if this part is actually true. And it crafts the same things as both the Wizard Workshop and Master Wizard. But most importantly, well, not most importantly, but oh, you didn't test that, no problem. Yeah, I actually don't think it's true, but it's worth testing. I will test it tomorrow. It takes up a quarter tile, one by one, as Duck Sunny says. Not a quarter tile, sorry, a 16th of a tile, right? No, a quarter tile. Man, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I would show you guys, but well, I let somebody borrow it, but also look where I'm at. It's loading. It's permanently loading. It takes up a quarter tile though. Here you go. There it is. That's the visual. 2x2. Yeah. As Duck Sunny would say, 2x2, quarter tile is what I would say. Doesn't need a road. So smaller footprint, that is true. The smaller footprint will give you an advantage because you could place more of them in that section of your ice build. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, clearly I was looking at the wrong one here. This is for this, but yeah, this is for this. So the link was right. I was looking at the wrong one. But yeah, it gives you an extra worker, but that doesn't actually do anything for your ice build. The only way it truly helps is a smaller footprint. I don't know. I saw that conversation come up a couple times about the Sorcerer's Hut providing a big advantage to the ice builds, which I don't think that's true. I could be wrong, but I don't see how that's the case. It's an all-wheel drive motorcycle. Yeah. My ice was 39k per hour, 9 sorcerers. Yeah, because those 9 sorcerers helped you save at least 3 or 4 spots, maybe. Sure. Maybe more. And I mentioned this before, but the fireworks bug, that only applies to the Wizard's Workshop. Full set of fireworks reduces their craft time by 50%. It seemingly doesn't work on offline. I don't think they fixed it yet. I'm gonna refresh the page real quick. But yeah, the fireworks, having a full set of fireworks doesn't do anything for the Master Wizards. It won't impact the ice build. And sure, I'll do that. Yeah, Mark. As soon as you Right before you said it, actually, I'm like, let me just refresh this. I gotta go do the daily challenge, make the boxes. It's been loading for 10 minutes. Okay, now you guys are gonna see the screen for 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe I'm not joking about that. Never mind, you guys are gonna see this instead. Cakes, like I said a couple minutes ago, we're gonna be making cakes next week. Competition starts March 11th, ends March 14th. I didn't read all this earlier, but there we go. Stars, 95k stars per hour, definitely the meta. Nothing else will compete. Cash boosts are batter and sugar cash boost is amazing. I just seen that. Sorry, the batter cash boost confused me a little bit. I'll go back to that in a bit, but the sugar cash boost is amazing. 22k, that's almost 10 times. And usually I wouldn't recommend rushing flour, salt, or sugar because of the whole scaling on windmill crafts. But for 22k each, you're gonna want to make sugar. Obviously, if those of you who have light circus or possibly even the sugarcane stands, most importantly the light circus, you're gonna want to make sugar. Okay, wow, that's a huge cash boost. It's not even an expensive build, to be honest. Cakes is not that expensive. The batter cash boost confused me a little bit because I'm gonna assume that Duck Sunny put the right numbers there. But going from 60k to 87k is not that big of a buff. But I guess. Honestly, they probably should have boosted both sugar and salt, I guess. But sure. I don't really expect anybody to sell batter for cash. But sugar, yeah, for sure. Okay. Let me move on from there. Biomes of forests, kind of annoying, but whatever. We got a mountain on the south and an ocean on the west. Very similar biome to what we have now, I think. Well, not the mountain. Mountain shouldn't really cause any issues here. You're gonna have a bunch of buildings down there anyways. Ocean, you definitely want the ocean. There's a lot of salt involved. No, unfortunately, no river, but you're probably better off with the ocean than the river, in my opinion. I'll try to use Zafrina for sugarcane sand. That's tempting, but I already have a Zafrina. Unless your Zafrina is like rank 15, I might consider. But like, I already have one. Hold on. Let's go. Let's load this up. I know this challenge. Usually, this challenge, I'll set it up and then go offline and come back like later in the day, and it'll be done. Cause it's 10 boxes and 40 lumber, right? Or it's the other way around. It's 10 lumber and 40 boxes, and I think it takes a while to make the 40 boxes. Jeez. Trade time's the same, thank goodness. Nobody's complaining about this yet, I guess. Starting cash is the same. I'm not gonna break this down, but there it is. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's all the cake meta details. Yeah, I did end in rank 14, that's right. Thanks, Mark. I forgot to double check it after the competition ends, but I was ranked 14th. I had already said that's where I was gonna end at. New NFT for next week, or sorry, later, right now, like in 2 hours, is Cakery, the epic one, because we already have the rare one. I'm surprised they didn't call it Tiny Cakery, because like the bakery, the epic version, they called it Tiny Bakery, but whatever. Epic Cakery works just like the epic bakery or the tiny bakery. It's takes up a quarter tile, so it's 2x2 like Duck Sunny says. And it casts one less shade. And it does have 25% reduced craft time, just like the tiny bakery for itself. I don't think it affects globally. Some people were asking that. I think Doug says he's gonna check with the devs, but I'm almost certain it only affects itself. 250 each. I don't remember. Well, how much was the tiny bakery? About the same. I have tiny bakeries, but I had bought those from somebody else, so I don't know what the store price was. Oh, 200. Okay, that's makes sense, I guess. 200. Uh, 400 supply. Okay, it gives 10 town points though. The tiny bakery doesn't actually give town points, so this one does because it's the new generation of NFTs. That's probably why it's $50 more. But yeah, other than the town points, I guess it's the tiny bakery, but it's a cakery. That's the simplest way to explain it. Here it is. It's cool. Kind of reminds me of the ice cream carts, sort of. I mean, it's a cakery on wheels. Looks cool, sure. It's about as good as the tiny bakery is, I suppose, utility-wise. And the tiny... I have 2 tiny bakeries, and they do save me like a 1 or maybe 2 spaces. Like, bakeries do get used very often. I don't really expect people to buy this because this NFT over here, the Twins Garage, basically saves you the same amount of space and it's cheaper. And you use it more often. That is the reason why I don't expect this to be bought by many people. Obviously, very top 10 will probably still get it. But not as good as this. This saves you the same amount of space, but you use it way more often. I'd rather get these. That's my opinion on it. But if you like tiny bakeries, I guess you'll like this one. Yeah, that's about all I had to say on the NFT. Not terrible, but it's there's better options. Even last week's NFT was better. Rank 14. Man, so I have 5 Christmas sugarcane stands, and I assure you the ones I don't use somebody borrows. Absolutely. But I don't want to trade it for Zafrina, which I already have. I forget what rank mine is, 16 or something, 17 I think. And I could use the shards and all that for Champions Arena. But I'm not even like super focused on Champions Arena. Sometimes I forget to log in, but I'll still check it. But no, I don't think I would do that trade. Sorry, Mark. Citizen says Doug needs not reinvent the wheel. It often seems confusing to read that. Yeah, I do think Doug should come up with a better template on how to do the NFT sale announcements. I figure the meta announcements we're used to by now, or we can read. Most of us can read it, I guess. Shanra, doesn't take too long if you build 20 or something lumber mills. I mean, you're right about that. Here goes some of my money clearing those 2 trees, which I really didn't need to do, but it's done. So this is how I do this one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but usually on Fridays, we don't have this one. I know they recently added the 2-week... there's 2 weeks worth of daily challenges, so maybe we do. Did we have this 2 weeks ago? Did we have the wooden boxes and I just didn't do it on stream because I did it the night before or something? Is that what happened? I usually do the the white rice one on stream. That's true. I don't remember doing this one on stream. I have a lot of mill NFTs, I guess, so I can't do 20 though, like Shanrat said. They don't even start you off with Oh, which do they? Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. I really don't need that. Citizens said they've been skimping on the global utility on those, even though the past iterations had it. Did they? I know the arts and decor shops do, but those don't get used that often compared to cakeries and bakeries. What other buildings had a global craft reduction? I know there's several. I mean, that's true. Like the... Man, I can't remember their names, but the Sakura Gourmet. Yeah, this is global craft time reduction. Same thing with the Italian one. Sorry, I don't remember the name. This one, Fontana. That's a global craft time reduction. I'm sure there's others, but I can't remember them. Yes, says Dave. I guess I just usually... Oh, let me do wood boxes on this. Yeah, I guess I just don't do this one on stream, because I probably do it the night before. Guided blades are very important here. So is wood production, which I need to set up. I mean, it is a forest, but need a bunch of lumberjacks and stuff. Yeah, was that all of them, Citizen, or was there more? Because, yeah, your point is they've done it before for some NFTs. I think for cakeries and bakeries, that would be pretty powerful. Like, more people would buy the NFT, that was the case, but maybe it's a little too powerful. Right? Kind of hard to balance the power creep in some of those situations. The more powerful the NFT becomes, the more it devalues other NFTs. Let me get rid of this so I can have some cash. Am I actually making lumber? I hope so. We'll see how long it takes to knock this out. It's like, what, 50 lumber? And then I have them all switched to wooden boxes. Yeah, that's it. Sauce facility is another. You are right. Since they buffed it, it is global. But in my opinion, we use the cakeries and bakeries more often than any of those other ones. That's from that. Okay. And I get rid of this. Jeez, I'm gonna go broke before I sell anything. These roads are so I can place down some of the Town Point NFTs over here. Auto sell. Wooden boxes. I only need to sell 1 batch lumber. I might pick up a couple for that exact reason. The double tractor. Yeah, the twins garage, or yeah, sure, let's just call it the double tractor, sure. I mean, I'm planning to. My hope is that price of Gala goes up higher so that the amount of Gala spent on the NFT is more reasonable. But we'll see, because lately it's been the same. Yep. Sure. You're welcome. Okay. 6 wooden boxes. Okay, I'll let that run for a bit. I did want to go back and look up Townstar Cake Build Showcase. Which I had different versions of. But I guess the most relevant one would be when the Good Dotes early testing was open or whatever. Good Dote early access server. Gotta drink more water. Where's the production monitor? Oh, there it is. Oof. 8.3. Right, I go in depth in this video. I probably will make a new build showcase, by the way. Although this one is the same biome, right? If I'm not mistaken, it is the same biome. So do I honestly need to make a new one? We'll see. Let me check this out again. You got a mountain. Okay, let me explain actually, because this is gonna be a little confusing. Ignore the other me right here. This is a river, but we're pretending it's an ocean. That's what was going on. If you see the video, you'll understand what I mean by that. But this river is actually supposed to be an ocean. We're pretending this was the early access Godot server, and I just made a cake build to practice something, and it worked. And I'm pretty sure it still works. So yeah, anyways, this one made 8.3 cakes per hour. Used the south portion of the ocean, you would say, for the gas production right here. Do I rotate this? Surely at some point I rotate it. This is about in the video where I talk about the Haunted Maison 3, right? So technically this is no NFT required. It doesn't actually say that, but you can get by without using any NFTs for this. I do have the Express Depot, but obviously that doesn't matter. Haunted Maze Zone 3, so the reason I was using it here is to provide passive salty to 5 of these salt fields. One of them doesn't even have the full passive salty, but with the ocean it would. I'm ignoring the passive water that the river gives, that's why I still have ponds over here. Yeah, that was the explanation for that. So this will work with 1 mountain, 1 ocean, and no rivers. It's assuming no rivers were used, that's why there's a bunch of ponds. And it will make at least 8 cake per hour. At least. Probably should be closer to 9 per hour with all that salt. But it's been a long time, I guess. I don't remember when did I post this? April 30th, 2023, almost 2 years ago that I posted this. So yeah, that's the only video I have talking about cakes. So I think I will make another build showcase. But to be honest, don't be surprised if it's basically this again. It works, that's the thing. It works fine. Like if I can find a little improvement, I will probably do it. Sure, I've done that before with previous builds that I basically copy and pasted. I ended up finding an improvement and I implemented that in the build showcase in the video. So that could happen, but it probably would be the same because like this works. Like why would I have the milk barns over here? Like you're gonna want the salt fields over here, obviously that's where the river is. The gasoline setup it makes so much sense to have it here. I don't actually need that pond, but Jaco says, I think the cake craft for that one needs 10 sugar. Well, let's see if we can figure that out. 10 sugar, huh? 10 sugar for a cake? First of all, did it ever need 10 sugar? I actually don't know if that was the case at one point. Does somebody else know for sure? Did cakes ever need 10 sugar? I make them even in 2021. I don't recall them needing 10 sugar. Maybe they did. That's such a strange thing to bring up, Jaco, because I don't remember that. No, you're good. Yeah, they need 6 sugar right here. I see it on the picture, but I don't know if they ever needed 10 sugar in the past, but I don't think so. To my knowledge, I don't think cakes have had any changes to their craft requirements, other than sugarcane. I know at one point sugarcane required 8 water, but that was even before this. Where's the, yeah, the sugarcane fields, you can barely see them on here, but yeah, you get a better view on here. Should be 4 water. Yep, 4 water on the sugarcanes. So this should still work. I'm almost positive. I will probably rebuild this tomorrow for the No NFC build showcase. So like once again, you're not really missing anything else. I will probably still post the video like a couple hours before the competition for the public and early access for supporters. But more than likely it'll be about the same. So if you watch the stream, there you go. Silly me, that was 10 eggs for pumpkin pies. Yeah, you're probably right about the pumpkin pies. That probably did change, or maybe I just used table of appreciations too much. That could be it. Look. TOA and Cakery. I'll remove it in a moment. Hold on before I get distracted by doing that. I don't need any more lumber, so all of these now make wooden boxes. Okay, cool. I'm almost done. I only need 10 more wooden boxes. So this challenge takes me maybe 20 to 30 minutes if I actually focused. 10 eggs and... yeah, table appreciation needs less. So did pumpkin pies at some point need like 20 eggs? I don't remember. But yeah. I know pumpkins at one point needed 20 water. A node doesn't actually improve your ranking. NFTs are the main thing that are helping a lot of top players. It is possible they could be borrowing NFTs from someone else in a guild, but I think most people don't do that. And they just collect or buy their NFTs. Yeah, personally, I think there's less people borrowing NFTs than not borrowing, right? Am I selling? Okay, cool. I'm selling my last batch. I still need to place everything down. Could have done that in the meantime, but I'll do it now. Well, I don't think people will have questions about cakes. If you happen to have questions about the next competition or any specific NFTs or something related, feel free to ask. In the meantime, I will finish this up. Not sure if there's anything else I should discuss. The sugar cash boost seems crazy. I would recommend doing that. And like I said, cakes isn't actually that expensive. Gee, shouldn't take people that long to finish it with that big cash boost. Alright, I keep forgetting, but yeah, next week is... keep forgetting. Next week is cake meta. It just so happens to be my birthday week too. I didn't realize that until like an hour after. What a coincidence. I'll probably get a cake for myself. My girlfriend said she would buy me a cake. She's too busy to bake one. She has done that in the past, but yeah, she is busy right now. Could also get I could go get a free cake too, which I often forget to do. From some bakery they have here, they give you a free cake on your birthday. It's like a tiny, well, it's a bundt cake. That's what they're called. It's a tiny cake, but they taste good. Thank you, thank you. It's next Thursday to be precise. Which I'm not gonna stream on Thursday. I don't plan to. But I will stream next Friday. I think it's just the crane bots. Oh, the chicken coop. Chicken coops, express depot, and then the cream bots. Okay. Well, it's the 13th of March. It's Thursday. So tweets, hey Dub, what do you think Gala will do with the info you dig about suspicious players? Oh, I could talk about that too. The whole suspicious player thing that some people were accusing. Sure, I'll talk about that. I was kind of talking about it the past 2 days on Discord anyways. So to answer your question, what do I think Gala will do? The only thing Gala could do is actually look into the accounts and verify what their competition builds look like, what NFTs they're using, and if it all looks legit, then that's it. There's nothing else that can be done, right? In that situation. The other situation is the possibility of it being of them possibly breaking the multi-accounting rule. But there's ways around that, which I don't really want to talk about. If you know the ways around that, you know the ways around that. But there's obviously ways around the multi-accounting thing, right? But that is against the rules if they are actually multi-accounting. But the thing is, the reason that was brought up with those suspicious accounts, and it's 3 main accounts in top 25 that are deemed suspicious by the community right now. And I could probably even point them out if you guys want me to on here on stream, because I already pointed them out on Discord. But these 3 accounts consistently get top 25. 2 of them are pretty new, I would say, a couple months old, and 1 is, I would say, a veteran. They've been playing for over a year and they've gotten top 25 for almost the year straight. That's incredible. Their track record is insane. I looked into it. The suspicious part that some players are calling out is that they don't seem to have the required NFTs to get top 25. That's kind of hard to prove. So like you can look at Gtrace and look at what NFTs they have on Gala chain. That's true. First of all, Gtrace isn't completely reliable either. The NFTs that it shows you they have might not actually be updated. I've noticed that with some other wallets. Even with mine, if you look at my wallet on Gtrace, it will show some NFTs that I don't even have anymore. So I don't know, Gtrace is kind of bugged. But the majority of the time it is accurate, I will say that. Like 98% of the time it's accurate. 2% of the time there's some NFTs that say they are there, but they're not actually there. Or some NFTs that they do have, it doesn't actually show up. I don't know why. I won't go too much more into that. The other thing is you can't really tell what NFTs they have on Ethereum, their Ethereum wallet, unless you know what their Ethereum wallet is. I'm sure there's some way to figure that out, but I haven't exactly been able to figure that part out. And the other thing is they could be borrowing 20 NFTs from a node from somebody else. Maybe they have a rich whale buddy that has 20 very powerful NFTs. But yeah, you could argue that even that is not enough to help you get top 25 in most competitions, because you're still going to want birdhouses, corrupted packs, rose bushes, stuff like that. So yeah, you could argue they probably don't have enough NFTs to get top 25, which is suspicious. That's one of the reasons why people thought those wallets were suspicious. But the other reason, the reason I can confirm, because I looked into it, these 3 wallets that are consistently getting top 25 are cashing out their Gala, which that's not a problem. It's completely fine to cash out your Gala, right? But they're cashing out their Gala to the same Ethereum, or not really Ethereum, but they're cashing out their Gala to the same address. I looked into this. They either send their Gala to the main account, the veteran one, that one that gets top 25 for the past year, and then cashes it out entirely, or they each individually cash out the 11k Gala that they won from getting top 25 to the same wallet, which appears to be Bitrue wallet. Now that Bitrue allows Gala, you can send your Gala to Bitrue and then cash it out that way. They seem to be doing that. It's just kind of, I could be wrong too. I might have not enough info, but it seems like they send their Gala to the same address. I don't know. I thought that was weird. And here's the thing. It is possible and completely fine that you can team up with a friend. You know, maybe you know them in real life, maybe you don't. Probably, right? And you all just agree to cash out your Gala in the same place. And then that one person redistributes the cash in real life to your buddies. So that's completely fine. There isn't a way we can prove if that's going on. But it is suspicious that they just cash out their Gala to the same address. That's about all I can say. It's not technically breaking the rules that's the problem. You could be mad at it, but they're not actually breaking the rules by cashing out their Gala to the same wallet. If they are multi-accounting, yes, that is breaking the rules, but like I said, there's different ways to go about it. It could be a family member, it could be a friend. Most importantly, is it in a different device, right? So it's kind of hard to prove that. But the other suspicious part about them not having enough NFTs, that's even harder to prove, unless you're Gala. If Gala can actually look into this, actually, you know, answer it. That's it. It's up to them. Only they can look into it. And if they don't do anything, if they looked into it and nothing happens, and I guess the accounts are legit. I don't know. Yeah, some people seem to think it's an inside job. But, oh gosh, that's another story. You're getting into very speculative territory then. So tweet says, for me, the main problem is hack the game with no NFTs. Yeah, which I guess nobody's been able to figure it out, right? But I guess on the developer side of things, you should be able to test new NFTs, so you should have access to them. New Era, what's up with those Galaxian name players? I think those players are sus. Galaxian is the default name if you don't change your name, or if your name got set to default, basically. So, like if you ask me, there's not really anything sus about the Galaxian ones. They just never bothered to add a name to their accounts. What can you do? Do you want to force people to rename their account? Maybe that would slow down the multi-accounters, potentially, right? Like, I'm not gonna say there's not multi-accounters. There's obviously people multi-accounting. You can point fingers, but like, I'm pretty sure not all of those Galaxians are multi-accounts. That's just not true. But just because they don't name themselves, I don't think they should be faulted for that. Imagine you just saw a Galaxian in top 25. Somebody didn't even bother to change their name and they're getting top 25s. To stay in the top 25, you had to buy weekly. You have to have a lot of NFTs. I do believe that's true, CoinMan. I don't believe you have to buy weekly. To get top 10, you probably have to buy weekly. And then again, that's probably not even true. But for top 25, from my personal experience, you don't have to buy weekly if you already have enough NFTs. But obviously, at that point, you have a bunch of NFTs. Like, let's be honest. I do have a lot of NFTs. That's why I get top 25 consistently now. At one point, I got top 50 consistently. But I don't feel like I'm in a position where I need to buy weekly. And one of the reasons for that might just be because not enough people are buying NFTs right now. So it's slowed down, the purchasing slowed down, which means it's easier for me to hang on to top 25. Shanra, you should change your name to Galaxian for 1 week and see what people think when there is one in top 25. That's a pretty good idea, Shanra, but I guess it wouldn't work well because people would see the stream and they would see my name. I also don't like the idea of somebody taking my channel name on Gala. I don't know if that's possible if I change my name, but I don't like the idea of doing that. The same reason I don't change my name on Eternal Paradox, because somebody can steal it, and then, you know, that leads to the potential of somebody getting scammed, which I would hate. New era, because you do have to create a username when you create a Gala account. Do you? You might be right if you create it through Gala Games website, but what if you created it some other way? Do you need to create a username? There are different ways to create Gala accounts, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the process, to be honest. I mean, I created my account a long time ago. Gorman says, more than what they show. Tattoos and start on top 25. I'm playing for 4 years and learning has been constant. You don't start at top 25. Start at top 25. I don't know. I don't think they all started at top 25. Those wallets I was talking about. So I think somebody told me to mention the names. Is that true? It's not much of a secret. Look, let me search it up on Discord. I talked about this on Discord. It's an interesting subject, that is true. That's why I spent some time actually looking into their wallets and payouts and placements on the official leaderboard spreadsheet. It took some time to figure that out. But as much as I can try, I can't for 100% certainly prove that they don't have all the NFTs. Like, I might have. The thing is, I'm missing information. Only Gala has the ability to check that information. They could be cheating, right? I don't really want to call people out for cheating, especially if, like, since I don't have all the information. They could be, sure. You could say that about a lot of people. Somebody could probably say I'm cheating, and here I am streaming my builds, but like, you don't know what I do when I'm not streaming, right? Oh, I don't cheat, guys. I don't even want to make a joke about that. Unless you consider using NFTs cheating, that's another story. Will Bike says I'm a cheater because I use the Hatchet Hank. I'm trying to search up. Well, there was a lot of conversations in the Gala discussion the past couple hours. See if I can find it. One of the accounts did start at top 100. That is true. Their first competition was top 100, and then after that they went to top 50, and then sometime after that they started getting top 25s. That I remember for sure. The other wallets, I don't exactly know where it started, but it was getting top 50s for a while, and then it moved to top 25s. As for the main wallet, it goes beyond a year. After the year point, after I got to the point where I'm sure that this is who the wallet belongs to, I stopped checking their other leaderboard placements because it goes beyond a year. They're a veteran player. I could already tell they're a veteran player. So I don't know when they started. I don't know what ranks they started to get over a year ago, but a year ago they got top 50. And ever since that point, they've been consistently getting top 25 with the exception of the guild competitions. That's different. Hold on, I almost found it. I'm scrolling through Discord. I know last night me and Woolbike and I think Ennis were talking about this again. You're very transparent? Yeah, I would hope so. But I mean, if you're not showing what you do 24/7, I guess anything could be said. I mean, Oh, you're a Super Dub Club supporter too, right? Thank you. And the Super Dub Club supporters, like they can see what I'm gonna build. Like I already practiced cakes, and I already have a good idea of what I'm gonna do there. Where was that post I made? Jeez. Hold on. Let me turn streamer mode off of Discord. I know the names, I just don't want to like say them incorrectly. If I looked at the leaderboard, I could just point them out. Jeez, I'm on Discord way too much. I got too many messages. Oh, here it is. Where I got these 3 wallets necessarily, you'd have to scroll up in the conversation, and it kind of starts with Nacho pointing 2 of these wallets out, and then I figured out the 3rd one because there's a lot of trading Gala between these 3 wallets in particular, but there's a couple other wallets that do trade with these 3 wallets, but I didn't look into those. Those aren't top 25 wallets. They might also be competing. You know, it might be a group of friends. It might be multi-accounting. Once again, that's kind of impossible to prove. But one of these big wallets belongs to Slayerman. The other one belongs to Gohan DBZ. And the main one is Heavy Rain, the consistent top 25 for the past year. Gohan DBZ did get 10th place on one of the competitions, so it was easier to figure out his. Yeah, I think it was the easiest to figure out his, because the way he ranked in certain competitions and the Gala payout that he got, I was able to figure that one easier. Slayer Man, he started out at top 100, I remember that, and that was a couple months back. I think I said it here. I'm not going to remember everything, but I did point out whatever info I could. Yeah, December 3rd, 2024, got 91st place, top 100. Yeah, you feel free to check all this information if you guys want to. It's not really important, to be honest. This is just only something Gala can look into at this point. Like I said, it is suspicious that they're all sending Gala to the same place, but there could be a logical reason. They could have made a deal. I personally help people trade their Gala for Ethereum or something before. I haven't done that in a while, but I've done it before. So you never know what kind of deals people can make. I will say that whoever these 3 wallets belong to, they don't communicate on Discord. I don't think they're even on Discord, and if they are, they're using different names. So there's that. Oh, and they don't trade, except for Heavy Rain. The other 2 don't ever seem to trade with any other wallets outside the 5 or so wallets that they always trade with, if that makes sense. So like me, I'm an exception. I trade with a bunch of people, okay? I help people middleman. I trade with a bunch of people. You look at my account, I've traded with a bunch of different people, even this past week, because I loaned tables of appreciation and stuff to other people, right? Which is all fine. We can do that. Don't call me a cheater for doing that. That is legal. People have been doing that. You just can't... You can't find some exploit. Obviously, if you find some exploit, then it's against the rules, but that's not an exploit, letting people borrow NFTs like that. But these wallets that I was looking into, they seem to trade with just the same group of 5 or 6 wallets or so, except Heavy Rain. He did seem to trade with more wallets. He does have a lot of history, though. That's probably why. So suspicious for sure. Almost forgot to claim the rewards. Yeah, suspicious for sure, but like, that's about as much as I can figure out. Snake Tower, the only one I haven't placed down. All right, Snake Tower, and I think that's right. 3 of those crane bars aren't actually mine. I'm helping Theseus sell a couple NFTs, and somebody was supposed to buy them. I'm gonna have to post that spreadsheet again and see who else wants to buy those NFTs. I don't have them all. I have some of them, but I'm helping Theseus sell some of his NFTs there for, I would say, a pretty good price. But since Gala dropped below 2 cents, some people might think that it's not as good of a price. But whatever, it's first come, first serve. So last thing, I guess, I'll look at the competition leaderboard, the competition that just ended. Because Coinman says there's no Slayerman or Heavy Rain and they aren't on the leaderboard. So yeah, it's possible that more than likely they are on the Discord and they did see us talking about them. And they, or this person, or they, whatever you want to call it, probably changed their name and, I don't know, tried to stay more hidden or something, right? I know some people were just out. Oh gosh, it's gonna get stuck on loading again. I know some people were just straight up calling them cheaters. That's kind of tough to say. Like, I'd be pissed off if somebody called me cheater and they didn't have proof or something. But yeah, if you're gonna call a person a cheater, that's kind of rough, because like it would be good to have some proof. And it's happened before. People have found proof. I'm not gonna go into the Doper incident too much, but if you remember that, there was proof. There was a good amount of proof that Doper was cheating. And still, the team didn't look into it until it was too late. But man, I don't know if we have enough proof here. That's the thing. Oh yeah, I saw Ennis and Woolbike talking about it again recently. That's super suspicious, by the way. You ask me, you change your name after we start talking about those 3 wallets, that is extremely suspicious. Can't deny that. What was this competition? We took screenshots too yesterday of those 3 accounts that I was talking about, the Heavy Rain, Slayerman, and Gohan DBZ. Like they had a lot of stars. Maybe it's the Galaxians, I don't know. Is that, are there actually Galaxians at the very top, or is my leaderboard just broken? Oh gosh. What happened there? I'll give it a minute. Oh, okay. Usually it's about the same people at the top. There's some people here I probably don't recognize, but let's see. Coinman have top 100 leaderboard for almost every competition for the last year. Nice. Do you take screenshots of it or what? You do know there's an official leaderboard spreadsheet as well, right? It just takes them like 2 or 3 weeks to update it. So like this leaderboard, we probably won't see it for like another 3 weeks. Shannon, it takes a long time to refresh sometimes. Yeah, leaderboard sucks. I can say that. Well, to be honest, most of these names look familiar. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know who Bulacha is. Maybe he ranks well consistently. I don't recognize the name. I swear I've seen this name before though. They screenshot because they make mistakes. Yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah, I mean, they've been top 25 for a while, and I don't see them anymore. So something must have happened. There's Dream. Nice job. Nice job, all the dub people. Tomsky, of course. A lot of familiar names. Tapo, yep. Hello World step up here. Yep, there you go. Rahiv, Spartans, congrats on top 50, both of you. Erps. Yeah, most of these look familiar to me. It's not updating past this point, but hey, I don't know. There might be one or two people here I don't recognize, but like, damn. What happened? One day I'll be on top. I wish you the best of luck on that, Nura. That you get the ranking that you want to get. It probably won't be first place, to be honest, but Coinman, not accusing anyone, but who's biased? I don't know, to be honest. Well, no, I don't really know, but I mean, it's KA Gaming. It could be a friend of Paramin. It could be a friend of Nacho. Like, there's other people that will throw accusations around, but I don't have enough information about who Bice is. Whoever it is, they don't talk on Discord. So it could be a similar situation, but I don't know what their Gala chain wallet is. I'm sure somebody out there knows. If you want me to look into it, I can easily figure it out, but I assure you somebody has probably already figured out who Bice is, okay? So, yeah. So tweets, Bolacha is on this game for a long time. They might have to be set with the right set of NFTs for this one. But Bolacha is the top 100 of all time. There's an easy way to check that, by the way. Yeah, you're probably right. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to accuse the wrong people. Like, I never do. So you go to Townstar FAQ, you go to the final leaderboard document. I have a command in the Townstar playbook that pulls this up as well. I want to say it's TS leaderboard, but don't quote me on that. It might be. I don't exactly remember. And, well, whatever. Hold on. No, yeah, you're right, Nomadic Sean. We took screenshots on all of them. Heavy Rain was in top 25. So he had a good amount of stars on this competition. They definitely changed their names because, I don't know, maybe people got caught on. Maybe I was talking about them too much. Sorry. Apologize. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm sure their accounts should get looked into by... Oh, that's if Gala even wants to, right? But they probably should have their accounts looked into. This was Fragrance Diffuser. 30k ice for me, surprising finish. Is that enough for top 100? No, wait. Oh yeah, 23rd. There you go. No, yeah, that is a surprising finish. Really, 30k ice and you got that rank. That's very good. See, LV Postman almost beat me and he was making ice too. That's insane. Now, he did borrow a lot of ice NFTs. I'm aware of that, and that's cool, I guess. Sorry, I forgot which screen I was showing there. There. Let's go back to the leaderboard. Sorry for the freaking white screen. Almost the entire screen's white. It's probably blinding, isn't it? My bad. You just want to search up... Oh, who was it? Bolacha. This is just an example. I'm not calling this person out or anything. I think maybe I've seen their name before, but they don't usually rank this high. Fragrance Diffuser, they got 54. Valentine's Day Box, they got 85. Candlestick, 91. Art Set, 193. Okay, yeah, so they usually don't do that great. See, 220. 103, 125. Okay, so I'm not gonna go and check the past year, but they're not a new player. They did happen to do a very good job. They could have borrowed NFTs. You can't really call people out, you see. They could have borrowed very good NFTs. You just don't know. But yeah, I just never seen them in top 25 before. That's why I didn't recognize the name. The majority, or pretty much everybody here, I recognize. Almost, not everybody. But yeah, they must have changed their names, and I guess maybe changed their profile pictures if they did have one. What have I done? I mean, part of me is like, I hope I didn't piss them off, but like, at the same time, their activity looks a little suspicious. But okay, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't be such a stalker on some of these accounts. Yeah, that's what was up with those suspicious wallets. I mean, I think that's all all the info I have about that. And who knows, maybe they're talking about, maybe they're not talking. Maybe they're watching the stream too, I don't know. What was I looking for? 23, yeah, I saw you got 23rd place, nice. Let me reply to this. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to ask. Oh, if you mean top 10, those people have tons of NFTs as well as experience, but I'd imagine it's north of 50k if they are consistently hitting top 10. And yeah, for top 25, it would probably be north of 10k in current market, but it really depends on which meta. Yeah, you can, I'm not sure that's the right word, but you could invest or spend a couple thousand, but that doesn't mean you're gonna get top 10 or even top 25. Cicero, no one complained about the ranking this week, so just make the meta more boring or difficult, and people who play on multiple accounts will kind of give up. It's that simple to fix. I mean, the game... Wait, what? Let me read that again. Nobody complained about the ranking this... You sure? I always see people complain about rankings. Are you sure that's true? Did nobody complain? Is everybody happy with their ranking? Nobody's complaining about the ranking? I'm not saying you can't do that. If you want to complain about the ranking, go ahead. I'll complain about the leaderboard. It sucks, and they should do a better job at getting it to update. I can't complain about the ranking because I got top 25 and that was my goal, but like, I don't know, some people expect to do better. So did it like go as expected? Like, did you get the rank you were trying to get? This meta was a little bit boring, to be honest, just because I personally copied my build from January. I said that a bunch of times. And I didn't do a new no NFT build because the most competitive thing to make was ice blocks, and I had already done the ice block build showcase. There wasn't really a good reason for me to do another build showcase. It would have been the same thing. Like even for the next competition, I will probably end up doing that same cake build, but I will build it out anyways because it has been a long time. I still want to prove that it works. That was over 2 years ago. And the Haunted Maze Zone 3 might confuse a couple people that watch my videos and they don't speak English or something, right? I probably do have subtitles on there, but my most recent videos for the past couple months have auto-translated subtitles for a lot of languages. Off the top of my head, Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Indonesian, I think. Auto translation. I don't know, probably YouTube's AI that does that, but that way potentially more people that don't speak English can at least read the subtitles on my videos and maybe get a understanding what I'm talking about. But it's Town Star. You kind of just look at the build, look at the number, and be like, oh, I can do that. You know, if you don't speak English, that is. You might not get all the advice, but you can get half the info that way. Half of it is visual, the other half is audio. I think it's another word, but you get what I mean, hopefully. New era, what I only complain about is the lag. That is true. I saw somebody said it got better, and I'm not too sure, honestly. When I was practicing last night, I didn't feel the same lag, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that later today. See if the lag's the same or worse or better. I'm not gonna go into my practice town because, like I said, I don't want to spoil my cake town to everybody. So, I could load. I'm probably gonna load Town Star mode up, but it's gonna take a long time. I still check on this like twice a week. I haven't changed it. It's the same. I'll keep it loading, but like that's probably. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna show anything else off. Sorcerer said, I meant no one complained too much deliberately like last week. I suppose. Pointman, I'm not happy with 55th. Gotta stop playing the lone wolf. There you go. Yeah, you gotta aim for top 50. I guess that was your goal, right? Oh, What, have you played Eternal Paradox? Conquest is in like 15 or something hours or 16 hours. I'm surprised they still haven't put out an announcement for the Stars and Stripes. Oh, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about, actually. Last thing. Of no further questions. Stars and Stripes box is... They still haven't made an announcement on it, like I said. But... let me see if I can go in the store right here. Actually, I probably won't. Well, yeah, I probably won't show it. But you can now purchase a Stars and Stripes box sale thing with Gala or credit card or any other payment that any other thing accepts. The difference is that it's only a 10% discount, whereas if you purchase it with G-Trump, it's a 20% discount. Sorry, that was me. Let me turn streamer mode on. There we go. So now that it's purchasable with Gala and all the other payment types, more people have bought it. I think like 60 people have bought it so far, and there's been... How many Liberty Bells? Did somebody keep track? I know the second one was sold. I know who bought it. Not going to say who, but I do know that the second Liberty Bell was already traded through NFT Harbor. There might have been a third. I don't know. If 60 boxes sold, I would assume a third one came out by now. I don't recommend it. I'm just bringing it up because, like, you can buy it for other payment types. That's all I'm saying. So that's why some people bought this up. I noticed O-Town was selling a Patriot Tractor skin, you know, the number one that I have, but he's selling the 9th one. So that leads me to believe he has one of his own that he's keeping, and he and other people got them, right? I mean, if there's been 60 boxes, several people have gotten a little bit of everything now. I don't like the idea of getting more of these. Like, I would think the ATV skin would probably be nice, but in most cases, I probably wouldn't need it. ATVs have a lot more going for them, I think. The Sparky is a bigger advantage than the Patriot ATV skin. Tractors have the Hasty Blueprint and the Greenhouse, but both of those together aren't even as good as the Patriot Tractor skin. So the Patriot Tractor skin is still better. And I think tractors get used more than ATVs, but I could be wrong. But yeah, my point is, if you were trying to buy it, I guess you can now. It's cheaper with G-Trump, but in reality, it's not, because if you're trying to get G-Trump, it's more expensive. Trust me, that you got to go through some site on Gala Connect, I think, or some other special site, some Trump site or something. I don't remember the name, but there's some place where you can buy G-Trump on, well, yeah, G-Trump, Gala Chain, Trump coin, with a credit card as part of a rebate thing, but you're not going to get 1-for-1 ratio. $100 is not going to get you $100 G-Trump. It'll get you like $90 G-Trump. This is going to be the same thing. So if you're trying to buy this, you're probably just going to buy it with Gala or credit card. You're not going to buy it with G-Trump. Yeah, that's my point. So $450 for the box, basically. That's what it's going to cost. Bub, box is good. Did you meet hey, Adderson? In my opinion, no, it's not. That box is not worth it. You're gambling a bunch of money. There's only a 5% chance you will actually make a profit. There might be like a 10-20% chance you'll break even. That's, nah, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Scratch that. Nah, there's like a 95% chance you just screw yourself over. I don't want to give people more ideas than the Liberty Bell, which is definitely a win. If you have all the stands, you don't need tractors. You could say that about me, Shanrat, but I still need a lot of tractors on the next build. Remember, Shanrat, there's no salt stand or brine stand, at least not yet, right? Now if there was, you'd probably be right, but there's no brine stand. So you still need tractors. Pointman, wonder if the ATV skin doubles with the Pilgrim. Probably. Salt Station. Oh gosh, Shanra, you're trying to make a good point. I guess you're right, but like that would only apply to Paramin and Nacho, and I don't think that would apply to anybody else, okay? Paramin and Nacho, maybe they have 30 salt stations or more, but like other than those two, that argument doesn't apply. But good thing you brought that up. Yep, that's gonna be everything. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hopefully I was helpful, and hopefully you get prepared for the next competition. I'm pretty much already prepared. I'll start working on the no NFT build tomorrow for fun and to help people out. As usual, I'll be on Discord. Shanra says it applies for tractors than it does for ATVs worker-wise. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Take care.